after pissing off doctors around the world in his last movie,
Daddy's gotta go to work.
Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson has moved on to seismologists.
The Earth will literally crack open, and you will feel it on the East Coast.
Wrecking its way to the #1 spot this weekend is San Andreas with an estimated $53 million debut weekend. The $53 million bow is far more than anyone expected and beats some analyst projections by more than $20 million. And while this is great news for Warner Brothers, it's even better for The Rock, who has officially stepped into his role as a headlining movie star. San Andreas is Johnson's 5th biggest debut weekend at the domestic box office, behind the Fast and Furious franchise and The Mummy Returns. But it is by far the most successful movie he's done that stars The Rock and The Rock only.
We all know your legend. You're the son of Zeus.
Hercules, for example, only brought in $29 million in its opening weekend. And The Scorpion King managed a $36 million debut weekend. But back to the movie. San Andreas as a whole falls into the classic disaster movie mold. Super simple plot.
It's what we call a global killer, the end of mankind.
Spotty science.
A wall of water coming towards New York City.
And most importantly, the most shocking special effects money can buy. Whether it's blowing up the White House or splitting California in half, San Andreas does the one thing a disaster movie is supposed to do: wreak havoc. Oh, and before we move on, no way that's The Rock's kid. Just saying. On to #2.
I came in like a wrecking ball.
Oh no.
Pitch Perfect 2 holds on to the #2 spot, bringing in an estimated $14 million in its 3rd weekend at the box office. That brings its domestic total to $147 million and its worldwide to more than $228 million.
Hi, any interest in joining our music group?
About double what the original movie made, which means you can likely look forward to a Pitch Perfect 3. And lastly this week...
That's not mine.
What's not yours?
The pen. I've never...
Tomorrowland continues its disappointing showing at the box office, falling to 3rd in its 2nd weekend out, bringing in an estimated $13.8 million. And with the $190 million production budget, Tomorrowland is still more than $50 million from breaking even. But with all the Marvel money Disney and company is bringing in, who cares, right? As for next week, how many celebrity cameos can Warner Brothers fit into 2 hours? We're about to find out. For Newsy, I'm Jamal Andreas.